Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of A to Z Mega Madness. This time we're featuring Mega Beedrill, and what a Pokemon it is. It's not the greatest Mega on paper, because its defenses are paper. And also it's kind of an awkward speed tier where it wants to be just that little bit faster, where it just kind of is a little bit slower than Mega Aerodactyl, and Mega Aerodactyl is unfortunately everywhere and can one-hit KO it. And also, what else is everywhere? Charizard. That Beedrill also doesn't want to face that either. But it has a niche in the meta, I believe. And because it is a Beedrill, it is very strong with its adaptability that it gets when it Mega Evolves. And that means its bug types and poison type moves are very strong. And so it's often in a position where even at, say, an intimidated Beedrill could even one-hit KO some Mega Floette, which is a Pokemon that is everywhere. Same with Sylveon. You're just dealing with that very quickly. And also, you can use the fact that it's got U-turn to be able to hit something very hard with your big attack, but then keep it safe by switching on out. Kind of like Miraidon did in Regulation Set I with its Volt Switch ability too. So that's what the idea with Beedrill. So when thinking about the rest of the team, we kind of wanted something to keep it a little bit safer, and I think Pelipper, Basculegion as a rain duo kind of made sense here. Mitigates some of the damage that it would take from fire moves, but also has some nice synergy with Basculegion where you ideally want to be sweeping with Last Respect in the end game, right? Because if you look at the team, everything's going to go down quite quickly. And Basculegion doesn't want to face dark types, but Beedrill can sort of complement that with its bug type moves being able to super effective on dark types, or say Drill Run being super effective on Kingambit. So let's dive a little bit more into the team here. So we've got some speed control with Pelipper, and a slightly more bulky set with the Citrus Berry, and running enough speed on it to outspeed other Sneasler once in the Tailwind. Special attack also hits that bump, and the rest is in bulk with, and along with the Citrus Berry means it can survive quite a few attacks. The Beedrill specifically has enough speed to, again, outspeed Sneasler just naturally. Now you might wonder why I'm not running Jolly Nature to, get the jump on like Mega Gengar, for instance, or Mega Delphox, because those are Pokemon it can outspeed. The unfortunate thing with Beedrill is that its attack is just not quite enough to get the one-hit KOs you want if you're running Jolly as opposed to Adamant. It's honestly, it's a travesty. Beedrill just wants a little bit more help. And I think a lot of that could be due to the fact that it's the move pool it has isn't amazing. But anyway, with the Adamant nature and that much attack, you are pretty much guaranteeing a one-hit KO on bulkless Sneasler with Drill Run, and dealing really good damage with your poison jabs, U-turns, that sort of thing. I want to kind of quite consistently get a two-hit KO on my Lotix with poison jab, for instance, and do a lot of damage generally to things like Sinistcha and Charizard. Turning those into two-hit KOs specifically rather than making them three-hit KOs. As you see, Adamant made sense for that. And it has a little bit of room for bulk as well because of that too. And so it can survive some attacks like Garchomp Rock Slide, for instance, or some Kingambit moves as well with that little bit of bulk and that little bit of defense it has. Because its defense is terrible. It is so terrible. Rest of the team, Kingambit made a lot of sense here too, because I wanted to be threatening other Basculegion, because otherwise there's not a lot for it, particularly Beedrill just doesn't want to face it. So that made a lot of sense there too. Just getting up a Sword Stance just means you just threaten so much throughout the game. Kingambit's such a good Pokemon. Sneasler, good old tried and tested Sneasler that I've had a lot on these teams. It's often been the exact same one. I like the damage Adamant gives you, especially, and obviously it's a little bit better on the closed team sheet nature of the ladder. And then just protect to keep it a little bit safer. Yes, it's two poison types, but I think Sneasler, with that fighting coverage specifically, was very good. Needed something that's still consistent into other Kingambit. Basculegion, Sash, Swift Swim, not too much to mention there. It's just a really good Pokemon. And then finally, Tsareena. So I was having a little bit of trouble in practice with Whimsicott for quite a bit, because it could set Tailwind, I'd want to be a bit defensive, try and stall it out, and it could just really punish me with Encore quite a lot. But here, Tsareena can deal with it. And even the bulky ones, which is why I've got Never Melt Ice on it. So you're making sure you're getting those KOs with Triple Axle. And that's the same with Mega Aerodactyl as well. With Never Melt Ice, you can get the one-hit KO in it, which is why with the speed on it ensures with Tailwind it will outspeed Mega Aerodactyls too, if they've not got up Tailwind themselves, for instance. And that's also enough attack, so that Power Whip is getting KOs on most Milotic, unless they're like ridiculously physically bulky, and also Rotom Wash, which was otherwise quite an issue for this team. And then Helping Hand just kind of gets that damage just a little bit higher with a lot of these kind of big heavy hitters like Basculege and Beedrill, King Gambit. They really all appreciate a Helping Hand. But obviously Protect to keep it a little bit safe. So this is the team. Yeah, so say Beedrill is going to be a tricky one. We'll have to see how long it takes before we can actually get some decent games to show you. But let's find out right now. Ooh. Okay, Aerodactyl, Venusaur, Rotom Heat, Milotic, Hydreigon, and Aegislash. Lovely balanced team in terms of typings and colour, which I love to see. Very, very lovely to look at. So probably Mega Venusaur, possibly Mega Aero as well. Beedrill. What's Beedrill doing here? It's hitting things hard. Doesn't look like the worst here, honestly. Aerodactyl could be a problem, as it always is. So this might not be a Beedrill lead. Like it could be, like if it's not Mega Aero, then I can like lead Bask Beedrill and like just double into it. Oh, but actually, no, I'm not that fast on the Beedrill, am I? Right. Make a decision. Let's play with Tailwind and go from there. There's definitely a reason for King Gambit here. I think if I could bring a fifth Pokemon, King Gambit would be straight becoming. Similar outfits. I like it. Right. Slash Venusaur. Okay. Yeah, you said Explorer I was a little bit afraid of. So that was kind of why I wanted Kowtow Cleaver. Alright. Yeah, so it's going to have to be maybe Basculege that tries to deal with that. Aegislash in the back. It's quite obvious fake out. And do I Tailwind? Doesn't look as important for this lead specifically, but I think I'm going to do it. So I think Pelipper offers a lot here, especially if Aegislash then goes into Blade form next turn. Weather Ball's likely to be a one-hit KO, I think. Okay, yeah, so here's the Mega Venusaur. You're going to stay right there, mister. Thank you. Okay, Tailwind. So now we're threatening Hurricane into that slot for next turn. And here comes Blade form. I would guess this is into Sneasler. Okay, Pelipper. Could survive this. Yep, nice. It's not knockoff, it used the item to attack me, so I've been like hit by my Citrus Berry, maybe in the mouth. Okay. So now I'm safe from Poltergeist this turn, which is quite nice. Okay, so Sneasler not offering a lot right now. It's a potential target for an Earth Power from Venusaur, which Beedrill is not weak to, and therefore should survive one of. But meanwhile, Pelipper though looks quite strong. This is probably a bit risky. Please King Shield. Please, 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 please. No! Oh, damn. That's really not good. I was like, surely you protect. Like, we're the strong. Oh, no. Well played. Whoa! He's living. But is it Shadow Sneak? Right, do they have any good switch-ins for Hurricane? Gonna move myself back. Right, of course, the Aegis Slash. Right, okay. Right. Yeah, anyway, didn't check, actually. Yeah, they kind of do. So, I'm going to kind of call out the play. This is a bit of a call, I'll be honest. Okay, so Venusaur does swap. Yeah, so that's pretty safe switching to sponge up those sort of attacks. Okay, called it. Very nice. So yeah, here comes Weather Ball. I'm imagining it's a KO, but I could be wrong. Wow, was it Focus Sash? Not even! Oh, it just hung on. Okay. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, do they do it again? I'm gonna say maybe. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say maybe, and kind of play it straight this turn. Okay. So I'm trading Sneasler for Aegis Slash here. I don't know if I should have done. Yeah, actually, maybe that wasn't the play, because Tailwind was up anyway, so if it did anything else... Yeah, oh, Icy Wind's a good move. Crit probably won't matter in the long run. Anyway. Right, let's get the B in here. Yeah, that Icy Wind is pretty bad, actually. Okay. There's a lot of incentive for me to switch out this Pelipper right now, isn't there? To Bask. So I think I will do that. And we'll go on the offensive here with something. I'm going to need damage into one of these, so let's do that. Okay, yeah, so we're going to set the rain again for the following turn, hopefully, Fast Legion. Which will hopefully survive the turn. Okay, Mega Beedrill, here we go. It's a great design, isn't it? It's simple, but just looks awesome. It's over 50% to my low tick, which is nice. Ow. Okay, and where's my low tick targeting? Scald into Beedrill, I'm guessing? Yeah, okay. We avoid the burn. Ooh. Okay, so threatening a potential KO into my low tick. Venusaur's really bulky. I don't think a double up will KO it either. And they can just kind of play it straight if they need to, and they'll always take a KO. I'm gonna poison. What's a U-turn? U-turn's better. Yeah, actually, I think the U-turn is slightly better here. I'm gonna protect. I think Basilisk is definitely a threat here. Okay, I want to see Protect on my Loto. I don't. Okay. Oh, look at that damage. Okay, crit. I was going to say. I was like, I'm not that impressed with Beedrill. Come on. Right. So, kind of a saving of Beedrill and doing damage at the same time, which is why the kind of one saving thing about Beedrill here. Okay, another Icy Wind. I would like Pelipper to go down here, please. Okay, I'll take that. Cool. Interesting that was a Sludge Bomb there as well. I wonder if it doesn't have Earth Power. But yeah, at least with another KO now, Basque Legion's even stronger. Okay, so this isn't looking bad now. Kind of like reset my board position a bit. I think what's in the back here. I think we can just do this. That's pretty safe at the moment. Okay. The Basque Legion should hopefully be getting a KO here, seeing as it's pretty powerful. 150 base power now. Yeah. It's just what's in the back. That's the big question. Missile protects. Come on. Show me Hydreigon. Yes! Okay, thank you very much. This is why Beedrill is a good complement to Basque Legion. Dark types. Oh no! Bop. With U-turn. Well, we need to actually hopefully get to KO first. First of all, last respects. Alright, Venusaur. Okay, it's down. But Beedrill, can you do it? Oh no, Scott! No! It's a Beedrill! Oh no! No! I had it! Spotty! You're my rival forever. Oh, I was celebrating too early. It's my fault. It's my fault. Okay. Hydreigon, Incineroar, Sneasler, Mamoswine, Charizard, Toxapex. What do I have for Toxapex? Which is probably something that a lot of people ask themselves. And the answer is not a lot. Draw on Beedrill isn't really an answer. It might be Swords Dance King Gambit. Yeah. But that's going to be hard to pull off here. But there might be no way around it. It looks very good to me. Alright, let's leave King Gambit. Maybe Sneasler? Part of me is thinking Beedrill though. With Pelipper in the back and... Ask is just always so good, isn't it? Yeah, let's do this. Okay. So the thinking here is, basically, when you've got a Mega Charizard Y not paired with Whimsicott, you can kind of lead Beedrill, Mega, U-turn on the same turn they Mega Evolve, and then get in rain, so then you get the weather control. We're not seeing the lead here, at least. So here just might be a double protect. Yeah. Mega effect. Yeah, the good thing here is my Beedrill outspeeds Sneaslers and can hopefully one-hit KO them if they're not the bulky ones with Draw Rattle. So it is Scarfed Hydreigon, okay. And they've locked themselves into Earth Power. Okay. Do I want to stay in on that? Because, like, who'd go into Pelipper, right? But then Sneasels goes down, they bring in Charizard, you know? And then what do I do? So actually, I'm quite keen to Swords Dance. So at least I'm still threatening. Yeah, so just Earth Power. Okay, and into Beedrill too. I don't mind that. You're on. More Beedrill. Let's go. Okay. That's really good. Okay, now I get a Swords Dance up, which is pretty huge. And because of the little bit of bulk on this Beedrill, I might even survive another Earth Power somehow. Okay, there's Charizard. Alright. So yes, so here's the beauty of it. So, but look at that damage, it's so close. It is so close. But also, like, I'm also threatening Sucker Punch as well into this Charizard at +2, so that also could just be enough as well. So yeah, I'm going to Sucker and U-turn my Dragon. Okay, fair enough. So where's Hydreigon going, and is it Beedrill? No, okay. So I should survive this, because Kingambit's just bulky. Nice. Spin Death Drop? No, okay. But yes, U-turn should definitely KO Hydreigon. That should have happened at another point. But yeah, now we switch out. But of course, they've delayed their Mega Evolution now. But I still do have Sucker Punch. So let's get in. I'm assuming it's Charizard Y. Like, it probably is. You've only got a Dragon type. And, like, you've got no Water types either. So, yeah. There's the Toxapex. Okay, so I feel like I can just continue to Sucker Punch this Charizard, honestly. This Basculegion's not going to do a whole lot, though, isn't it? It might be time to sack Beedrill. It's probably done its job. Or I could, like, try and... Or I could maybe, like, yeah, double this Charizard. Just to make sure it goes down. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, it is wide. Okay. Yeah, just in case there's a really bulky Charizard. Some of them are. But they usually don't survive this. So anyway, Aqua Jet for a little bit of chill. And then Sucker Punch. Yes? Yes. +2. Yeah. Bye-bye. And here's Toxapex. Which is a Pokemon that can often, you know, solo endgames. But this is why I bought Kingambit, because I need to have that boosted damage. So they may well just Baneful Bunker here. And that would be okay with me. So let's switch some things around. Put the rain up. Get Basculegion back in after things have been KO'd. Then we get Last Respects going. Yeah. The Baneful Bunker then just start hurricaning. Yeah, it's not over, but like it's looking good. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Okay, good. And so not getting trapped in there is probably quite nice. Yeah, a bit of lefties, but I think they're going to have to ask for quite a lot here. How much can Kingambit here take? I forgot to count the HP, so I don't actually know if I can take another one. Either way, let's just count our clean. And Hurricane. Yeah, and there's not too much they can do here other than just Painful Bunker, I don't think. Yeah. Also, I hope you're appreciating the Gen 1 music for Beedrill. You know? A few more instrumentals than Red and Blue. Leaf Green was my first ever Pokemon game, by the way. That was what I started on. A little bit late compared to some of my friends for the time. I just saw someone like playing Leaf Green on their Game Boy Advance. Wow, this looks cool. First introduction not only to the games, but Pokemon itself. Right, let's bring in Max. Right, let's really finish this now, alright? Especially now there's been a KO. Okay, come on. No messing around now. Just bam, bam. Yeah, just a little, please? Yeah, okay. Worth a go. It's worth a go. You gotta play to your outs. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be enough to secure another win for Beedrill. Let's go. GG Silver. Wow, okay. Pursuing Typhlosion, Sylveon, Dragonite, Lycanroc, Duskform, Torkoal, and Lopunny. So Lopunny's definitely a Mega here. Question is this Dragonite or not? We'll see. And then there's a Torkoal here, but with no Trick Room support. So maybe kind of helping hand there to kind of boost up damage of Pursuing Typhlosion, which is likely Choice Scarf. How to play this? Yeah, unfortunately, because my Beedrill is not that speedy, it won't outspeed the Lopunny, unfortunately. It could be a Kingambit game, honestly. It looks quite strong here. Lopunny, though, is the only issue with that. Like Lopunny Basque, maybe? Or Lopunny Sneasler? Let's do this. Yeah, Kingambit just like that Sucker Punch just threatened to Typhlosion, looks huge. But also I suppose they might not even bring it for this matchup versus Rain. Okay, never mind, there it is. Right, don't mind this. So they know my items, but that doesn't reveal too much. Yeah, and they just leak Torkoal. Okay. So I've got a couple of options here. Sucker Punch into Typhlosion is so obvious though, isn't it? Could you just do that and fake out? Or do I want to bring Pelipper now? I'm quite keen to bring Pelipper now, actually. Because they could also switch out Torkoal right now, so expecting my Pelipper switching. And if I faked out a slot that is just swapped, it's kind of a bit useless and I lose a lot of momentum there. So let's do this instead. Okay. Nice, we take that. And then Torkoal stayed in, which I'm happy to see. It does Eruption, alright. So this is full power. So yeah, it doesn't actually do quite a lot. Alright. But yeah, Pelipper kind of takes that fairly nicely though. So, it's definitely not over though. 100% not. Yeah, I'm like, both those Megas are going to be very scary for this team. Yeah, if I can like chip Dragonite's multi-scale, Beedrill can kind of sort that out afterwards. So, but it is locking me. All right. Interesting. King Gambit's arguably done its job, right? I'm definitely thinking of going for the Protect on Pelipper. But if they bring out Torkoal, I will want Pelipper in the back. So I think I'm going to counter-cleave that slot, basically. And maybe switch to... Beedrill. I think I value the help on Sneasler more. Yeah, I'm glad to have it in the back now. I mean, well, like not coming in, alright. So this is probably a pair into King Gambit, or maybe fake out Pelipper. What was Pelipper? Okay, so UKO, that's fine. I don't mind that too much, actually. I suppose I could have Sucker Punch Lockney, but it wouldn't have done a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, has to be Sneasler here. Got to keep that up in the back. Whack, whack. Alright. Now what? This Lycan Rock. Oh, might be able to KO my Beedrill with an SL Rock. That would be pretty sad. Yeah. I think it will. So maybe we fake out there. And just kind of target Lopunny. Let's see. Let's go, Beedrill! Okay, we get this fake out off, that's good. No protects. And I am fast on the Lopunny, interesting. So that's gonna be huge. Really huge. Okay, that's great. Yeah, that is huge. Okay, that might have just, like, won the game then. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, Beedrill just having just great natural speed there. And, yeah, not everyone wanting to kind of go super speedy. So, close combat Lycan Rock, I think. And... do I want to... because if they protect and then the eruption, that's not good, is it? So yes, let's just... if they don't... if they're protecting, then I can get off this U-turn either way. So, yeah. Actually, this is the play here. U-turn first. Yeah, okay, this is fine. So no Estelle Rock either, which is probably what they needed to go for. Although actually I haven't considered the fact that this Lycan Rock might be faster than my Sneasler, because I'm not jolly. Yeah, there it is. So actually, I might have thrown this slightly, assuming that I'd be faster. Let's see. So that should put me out of range of a Torkoal attack, but I do get through. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is a jolly Lycan Rock, which also meant that actually the Estelle Rock was, I think, unlikely to KO me, to KO my Beedrill if that came out instead. And then Torkoal, it's going to go for another eruption. Fair enough. Honestly, still good damage in the rain. I wonder if that's Charcoal, because that is doing a lot. Critical hit. Okay, that probably makes my damage intuition make sense. Right. Let's turn up the damp. I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, Beedrill's just speed there, coming in, like, huge, honestly. Like, yeah, just having something just naturally fast is just really nice, isn't it? Just quite refreshing to have. And Weather Ball picks up the final KO for our Beedrill team. Woo! Another critical hit. Hey. Okay, that will help my mission or whatever I've got at the moment, I think. GG's. Sotri. So there's the team. Mega Beedrill kind of popped up a little bit there, right? Like, it's got some damage behind it. And the fact that you can kind of KO sneezes with Draw Run quite consistently, I think is a really big selling point for it. But you obviously could argue that maybe the Rain and King Gambit kind of carry Beedrill rather than Beedrill carrying the rest of the team. But, you know, here's a Mega Beedrill team if you really want to try it out. Hit the replica code is on your screen. And I think it's a really fun one. Now, obviously, what are we going to do for next episode? Because in the alphabetical order, next up is Mega Blastoise. But at the time I'm recording this, Regulation MB might be coming very soon. And depending on what extra Megas might be allowed in that, might change the order in which Mega we might actually be featuring next time. So it might be Blastoise, but it might be Barbaracle, or maybe Blaziken, or maybe Baxcalibur. Either way, it's going to be a B. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.